everybody. How are you guys doing? I am super duper excited. As you can see, Yahrah, my friend, and myself, we are all dressed up in our gear. We're ready to get this tailgating party started to celebrate her new release, Boys and Girls, A Game Between Friends. Oh my goodness, guys. Today is going to be amazing. We have some special author guests. We'll talk a little bit about the book. We'll talk a little bit about the whole series, all of that good stuff as well. If you are joining us, I know there are numerous places that you can be watching. You may be on Facebook, you may be on YouTube, wherever you may be. Before we get started, do me a favor. Like, tag, and share. Stop what you're doing. Tell a friend to come and join us on this celebratory release day for Yahrah on today. So do that for me, friends, as well as put in the comment section. Tell us where you're rocking or where you're watching us from, and tell us what team you are representing, whether it's basketball, football, hockey, soccer, whatever sports team you're rocking. Tell us that too in the comment. I'm going to turn it over to Yahrah for a quick announcement, and then we're going to get started, boys and girls. Yahrah!
Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Yahrah St. John here. I'm author of contemporary steamy romance. I've written 42 books, 30 of which A Game Between Friends is my 30th book. So excited with Harlequin. And but I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered today because just a few moments ago I got home and saw the news. And I just want to say before we start off the party today that I want to send out my condolences to the family of those elementary school children in Texas and the teachers and so forth. I did, want to do that tonight, and we can, of course, be in a more celebratory mood. But I couldn't let the day go without saying that.
I love that. And Yahrah, thank you for bringing that to our attention as well. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to those families as well. So, boys and girls, I see you guys are chiming in. I'm sure a lot of you guys, like myself, even though I was able to host tonight, I am so fangirling. Yahrah already knows this. I am one of her super fans. So, guys, to be able to hang out with her on release day as we talk about a game between friends, because first of all, how many of you guys, like myself, you are invested? We've been here since, we've been rolling since Consequences of Passion. You guys already know the longest book hangover I have ever had. In addition to that, guys, of course, she gave us Blind Date with Despair Air. She gave us Holiday Playbook. And now, boys and girls, y'all know we've been waiting for Xavier's story, A Game Between Friends. Yahrah, they are rocking from some of everywhere. We have Louise. She is representing Atlanta in the house. Let's see. We got someone representing the Chicago Bears. I love it. Let's see. We have, hey, Millie, how are you? Thank you for joining us. We got the Golden State Warriors out there as well. Hey, Veronica, thank you for joining us. We have Shay Baby in the house wishing you a happy release day. And we also have Ruby hanging out with us. There are others as well. Guys, again, chime in. Tell us where you are rocking and hanging out with us from. If you have your sports gear on, tell us that as well. Of course, as I shared with Yahrah, I am representing those Carolina Panthers in the house. Of course, I told Yahrah that I am a Cowboys fan, but of course, I'm also a Carolina Panther fan too. And Yahrah, what are you rocking? I know you stood up and you showed us your jersey. Who are you rocking today, my friend?
We know he almost retired on us, but I'm rocking the Tampa Bay Bucks.
I love that. Well, boys and girls, if you are just joining us, the party is getting ready to begin. Guys, we having an amazing release day celebration. Guys, it's a huge tailgate party. So grab your snacks, grab your beverage, whatever that item may be, as well, and hang out and have a good time with us. Yahrah, oh my goodness.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to
Let's
me.
get this party rolling. Okay, so today is release day. As Yahrah told us, first of all, congratulations, book number 30. That is a big deal. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And so we know that this is book 4, and this is the lockets of the lockets of tuxedo.
Yes.
This is their series. First of all, tell us about this series as a whole. What inspired this series before we can even get to Xavier's story? But what inspired this amazing series?
I was watching a TV show. Sometimes you get ideas from random places. And I was watching an old TV show, marathon and something on Netflix. I was completely bored. And I was like, oh, football. What, I don't think I've ever seen a series or read a series about a family owning a football company, a football team. And I was like, oh, but you don't know anything about football. Literally, I watch one game a year. I kid you not. One
Wow.
game, Super Bowl. That's it. My dad would come here from Chicago to Florida, and we would have a Super Bowl party, and that's all I did. One game. So I knew absolutely nothing, guys. So I literally had to research everything. I was asking family and friends, tell me about football.
Yes.
So that's where the idea initially came from.
I love that. I love that. And Yahrah, and speaking of this series that you're doing, or what have you too, a game between friends. Okay, I know this is the burning question from everybody. So did you always know that Xavier's story was gonna be last?
Yes. I always knew he's the baby boy. So you want to tell the baby boy story kind of last. So I knew his was always going to be last. And I knew Roman as the oldest was going to be first.
Yeah.
I didn't know who 2 and 3, if how it was going to be. But I just loved Julian's the character so much. He was one of my favorite characters. I just loved him from Consequences of Passion.
Yes.
Spoke to me. So I was like, I really want to do his second. So yeah, that's kind of how it started out.
I love it. And boys and girls, okay, if you are just getting into this series and if A Game Between Friends is your first time reading this series, it's okay. Go ahead and read it. But I promise you, I can even guarantee you want to go back to the beginning. This is an amazing, amazing series. As I said, I always talk about it, Consequences of Passion. First of all, Yahrah, the cover guys in every one of these covers is just like bam. I mean,
I really thought they did a great job.
Let's talk about these covers or what have you, and what you enjoyed about each of these covers. We can start with Consequences of Passion.
No, I really liked the cover, and of course, she's pregnant, showing what happens with a night of passion. So yeah, I really liked that cover. You got Blind Date with the Spare Air. I actually got to help with the cover models for Blind Date with Spare Air. So that was a lot of fun. So kind of pick their poses because we had them at 2 different angles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, do you like the left or from the right?
Okay.
So I liked that. I didn't get as much input on a holiday playbook as I would have liked. But I did ask them to make sure we kind of got the football theme in.
Okay.
So that was really important to me. But A Game Between Friends was all me. All me. I picked him.
Well, I love it. You nailed it, my friend. I mean, I love that. It's giving me all the feels. And guys, if you've been up on this series, I mean, Xavier, I think in every book, she was leaving these little breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
it almost felt like, where's Waldo? Because most of the events, it's like, okay, where is Xavier at? Who is
never heard see him in any of the other books? You just kind of get these little nibbles.
Yes.
That's when you started to, okay, well, he's coming finally.
I love that. I love that. And Yahrah, we have someone that's coming to hang out with us. She also has a release date on today as well. Miss Cynthia St. Aubin is hanging out with us. She's coming to the tailgate party. Let's see. Hey, Cynthia.
How you doing?
Look, welcome to the tailgate party, my friend.
Look how pretty they are. I got my book babies here.
Yes, I love that.
So pretty together. I love it.
I love it. They do
the goodies.
Yes. So So, Cynthia, are you rocking any gear, any athletic gear or colors, or what are you bringing to the tailgate party? Like, what's your drink of choice? All that good stuff.
I got you. So, I'm a hockey girl, and
Oh.
in the course of this party, getting ready for it, I realized I do not actually have any hockey fan gear.
Okay.
I'm ashamed. However, I'm the girl that always shows up to any tailgate with the food. With
Okay.
the food and for the food. So I have on my tacos are everything t-shirt.
Yes. And you know what, Cynthia? Okay, it's Taco Tuesday too, so you good. You in there.
I worked on a theme.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Cynthia, I'm glad that you brought that up. So that's the question for us this go round is, what are you bringing to the tailgate party? So we know that Cynthia is going to bring some food. Now, Cynthia, is taco your go-to item, or what else are you bringing to the tailgate party?
I love anything that can be consumed with carbs. So if it's guacamole, if it's salsa, if it's anything that comes in a bun, I'm here for it. I love little sliders. I love all of that stuff.
I love that. And so, Yahrah, what are you bringing to the tailgate party? What are you bringing to eat?
I'm bringing bratwurst. Love, like, get those beer brats or the cheddar bratwurst. Oh, they're so good.
Cheddar,
but also,
cheddar.
But my jam is potato salad. I make some amazing potato salad.
Okay.
I'm gonna need your recipe. I'm gonna need that recipe. That's my favorite. I go straight for it every time.
The bowl is empty at every party, every barbecue I make it, gone.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I would probably be bringing the chips and the salsa or what have you too with that. And then I love sweets. So somewhere in there, we're going to have some gummy bears or worms, or we're going to have something. And I know that's not traditional, but more than likely, I'm going to have my little snack bag. So either it's going to be some fruit snacks or something that, it's going to be like my little personal stash or what have you. That's what I'm bringing.
The best kind too. The Albanese, everybody knows Albanese makes the best gummy bears, the best gummy worms, anything they make.
Cynthia, we there. See, what you know about the Albanese.
I'm not about the life.
Yahrah, let me tell you, they are so
everything
flavorful. Okay, and I'll tell y'all a little trick. So when I get mine, I usually have to buy 2 bags, and we like the bears and the worms. So I'll grab one of both, and then we put ours in the refrigerator. I mean, it's
really,
yeah. Let me tell you, when they're cold, girl, they are like, you gotta try it. They're like the bomb.
I will. I will.
Awesome.
I love that. So, Cynthia, tell us a little bit about your book that came out on today as well.
Yeah, so this is actually Corner Office Confessions is my very first book with Harlequin ever. So I'm super excited.
Oh my God, congratulations!
I'm just in awe of everybody. 41 books, and like I am just totally fangirling over here. Mine kind of started with as we have established, I am a candy addict. And so I thought it'd be interesting if there were sort of a $1 billion food empire that started as like a candy company. And they've got a father who's kind of domineering, and his one rule is no company romances.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he has, fortunately or unfortunately, he has 3 kids, 2 sons, twins, and a daughter. And I thought it would be an awful lot of fun figuring out exactly how they were going to be breaking their father's rule. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like.
So Samuel is the first one, Samuel Kane. They're all named after detectives. So it's Samuel, Mason, and Marlowe are the names of the siblings. And Samuel's our serious, very, sort of workaholic CEO. And love from his past is going to come and just upset that apple cart.
I love that. Well, congratulations to you on all fronts as well. Happy release day to you and Yahrah as well. And boys and girls, Cynthia is going to be giving away a signed paperback copy of Corner Office Confessions. I like that title, by the way.
It's fun.
And a $20 Amazon gift card, a handmade healing crystal bookmark from Two Blue Frogs Boutique. Now, Cynthia, I want to make sure I get it right. Is that like one swag box or what have you that they're getting?
Yes.
I like that. And so, boys and girls, to get that, if you will just put in the comment section, sorry about that, somebody's trying to get me. If you will put in the comment section, candy, in the comment section, and we will definitely be selecting a winner of this amazing giveaway. So if you can put the word candy in there as well. And so Cynthia, before I let you go, if you can share with us your excitement just about release day as a whole. Is there anything in particular that you do on release day or that you did today on release day?
I always have to start with special coffee. So if I'm being lazy, it's just barely like make my cup, go sit down. But on release day, it always starts with special coffee. And today, because I'm all about the themes, I had to go get like my super caramel, like way too much sugar latte.
Yes.
And then I have the strength to wait for the reviews and look at the rankings and do the sharing and the newsletters and everything. But it's funny because it's this book I started writing back in July of 2020. So to have come from something that long ago and finally see it come to fruition and to be able to participate with other authors who I've been reading for years is just absolutely incredible and kind of amazing. So
I love that. I love that. And thank you so much for hanging out with us on tonight at
having me.
the release party. But Cynthia, before you go, if you can do two things for me, if you can tell us how they can get their hands on a copy of Corner Office Confessions and how they can stay connected with you, my friend.
Yes, absolutely. So either on my website, it's www.cynthiastaubin.com. You can go there and we have all the links for your buying engine of choice for Corner Office Confessions, or the Harlequin site is always very reliable way to find that. And I am on Instagram at Cynthia St. Aubin. I've been doing the TikTok thing. I'm not great at it, but I do have fun with
Neither
it.
Neither am I, so don't worry.
I
always say, if I can give you some advice as a seasoned author, it's just, whatever's your lane, and what's your jam, do it. If it's Facebook, if it's Instagram, if it's TikTok, if it's Twitter, whatever works for you, but do it well and stay committed to that lane.
I love that. Like, focus your energy. So but Facebook too. I'm on
everywhere and try to do every single meeting and be successful in all of them. So
yes, I hear that for sure.
Yeah. And Cynthia, I would also share with you too, adding to what Yahrah said, have fun and be you. Yes, definitely find the one that's your niche, but have fun and be you. I mean, if it's quirky, if it's this, if it's that, I mean, we as readers and book nerdigans, we love that as well. So yeah, that's what I would tell you to do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes. And for your website, is there a newsletter that they can sign up for as well?
Yes, there's actually a page right there when you hit the front page, you can see it on the navigation. So I think it's called the Super Sparkly Newsletter, and it's pretty easy. You just enter your email and you're good to go.
I love that. I love it. There you have it, boys and girls. Cynthia St. Aubin came to hang out with us at the tailgate party. Guys, her book, Corner Office Confessions, it released on today. It's available where books are sold. Follow her on social media. Sign up for her newsletter as well. Don't forget to be in the running for her amazing prize pack. If you will put candy in the comment section, we will definitely go back, and one individual will be the winner of that amazing pack as well. Once you do it, we'll if you guys will, whoever the winner is, if you will actually inbox me directly your mailing address, and we'll get that gift to you as well. Cynthia, it has been fun. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you for having me. Have the best tailgate.
Bye. I love that. That is so exciting for her.
Yeah,
her first Harlequin book. Yes.
Oh my God. Going back, my first one. That was like December 2004.
Wow. Okay, now, and I'm taking you back. So for those who may not know, what book was that? What was your first Harlequin book?
Yes. My first, it actually started out as Arabesque. Under the Arabesque line. So which was under BET Books, but it's One Magic Moment. So I re-released it. You probably won't find any hardback, paperback versions of one, like Miss Louise Brown. Hold on to that because that's the original cover. But I did re-release it on, and you can get it on ebook on Amazon. So One Magic Moment.
I love that, and Yahrah, because this is your 30th book with Harlequin, Boys and Girls, A Game Between Friends. How many lines did you write for with Harlequin, or have you wrote? Throughout?
Yeah, I've written for I wrote 4 books under the Arabesque line when it was BET Books, And then
Okay.
when they sold to Harlequin, and then I was under the Kamani Romance line.
Okay.
Quite a few under the Kamani Romance line. And then I've written at least, I say, what, 10, 12 under the Harlequin Desire line. So I've
Oh,
actually, written
wow.
over 3 lines total
I
um,
love that.
during my, 18-year run here. And what's interesting is I started out really slow. So if you're
Okay.
with me, I was writing a book a year. It was like a hobby because I work full time. So
Okay.
a book a year. I was like dabbling at writing. But now I'm writing like 3 or 4 a year. So now that's why
Okay.
you see me moving so quickly and the numbers ticking up. So,
I
you still
love
have
that.
it,
And
Karen,
Karen said he
also.
still has it. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. And Yahrah, speaking of that, okay, guys, this is book 30. Today is release day, A Game Between Friends. We've already talked about this amazing cover. Yahrah, what did you enjoy about Xavier's story?
I enjoyed writing that was a little sexier than some of the other stories, but
Okay.
I also liked writing a little bit about, he had a little bit of mental health, just kind of dealing with depression after, you're losing your dream. You've been working towards being a quarterback your whole life, and
Yeah.
suddenly you can't do that anymore. So, he was going through depression. He met his love interest, Portia Childs, a famous singer, at a rehab facility where she's also dealing with, depression and body image issues. And so I really love tackling those stories. Because if you've read any of my stories, yes, I do contemporary steamy romance, but I also usually do something dramatic, something interesting. There's,
Yeah.
whether it's suicide, I'm talking about, and the consequences of passion with a parent committing suicide, or
Yeah.
alcoholism and a blind date with a spare heir. There's usually
Mhm.
some other interesting thread that I always like to add to.
And Yahrah, you do an amazing job adding those pieces in there, where again it can be conversation starters, things of that nature too, and you still get the hot, the steamy, you still get you in the books. But again, I love the fact that your book do touch on those subjects that may be taboo or people may not talk about, and you put them in your stories in a way that it can create conversation about that. So thank you for doing that as well. And Yahrah, we have another buddy of mine that is also a Harlequin writer. She had a release date on yesterday for one of her indie books, as well, that is hanging out with us. Guys, it is the one and only Miss Karen Booth in the house.
Wait,
Here
where'd
she
I go?
comes. Let's see. There she is. Well, I
Oh,
thought she was.
hold on.
There I am.
Hey, Karen.
Hi. Happy release day. It's very exciting. And if Cynthia's still watching, happy first Desire release day. It's very exciting.
I love that.
Happy
Karen.
release day to you too, or Pat.
Yes. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
the tailgate party on today. And so, of course, Karen, you got to tell us what you rocking today. What team are you rocking? All that good stuff.
The North Carolina Tar Heels, of course.
Okay, Carolina in the house.
I live in Chapel Hill. So that is, we live and breathe, especially college basketball in this town.
Yes.
And, I am no exception to that.
I love that. I love that as well. So again, thank you for hanging out with us. And so,
Thanks for
Karen,
having me.
tonight is all day, all things, tailgating. We're celebrating. We're having fun, or what have you. So, for you, first question is, do you enjoy a good sports romance? And if you do, is there a particular sport that you usually enjoy reading about, or any of them? Just give you a good sports romance.
I have to say, so I really like hockey romance.
Okay.
I do kind of like the sort of rough and tumble aspect of hockey. The only thing is that, so I grew up in Minnesota.
Okay.
I'm, intimately aware of how bad hockey players smell. And so I always have a hard time kind of like suspending disbelief and just being like, oh, I'm sure he smells fine after coming off the ice. And anyway, but I love football romance. Those are probably the two main ones for me. So I just got my book today. So I'm super excited to read it.
I
Awesome.
love that. I love that. Yahrah, what about you? Of course, we know that this series is a football franchise or what have you, but is there a particular sport that you like enjoy reading or what have you? What's your take?
If anything, I would say basketball. I
Okay.
grew up I'm a Chicagoan. So I grew up in the Bulls, Michael Jordan era.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So it was everything Bulls. So I love basketball and I still love it. Probably not as much as I did back then because, Jordan was like a god to me.
Right.
But I still, I would read like if there's like a basketball romance, I would be interested in reading that too. But
Okay.
I do read like probably football romance.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
not enough basketball romance, I don't
Yeah,
think.
they're not.
There should be more.
I think I should do it.
You should do one. Also,
Oh my goodness.
can we talk about Michael Jordan and where he went to college and played college basketball? I want to say.
Yes, and of course, Karen and I, we are representing the Carolinas. That's the
Yes,
North
we are.
Carolinians.
Yes, we are.
And Karen, I don't know if you saw, but I'm actually representing the Carolina Panthers today. So that's who I'm representing on today as well. So Carolina is in the house.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes. And so one of the unique things that I remember, and I want to say the author's name, but it was years ago when I read it, so I don't want to be wrong. But I'll just say this. This particular author, she wrote a series, and it was a football team, but they were female football players.
Oh.
My mom is saying it was Sanithia, but that may not be right. So I'm like, because literally when I say it was years ago, I probably read that series like 7 years ago. So now I feel like I want to go get my Kindle to find out because like I said, Sanithia is the author that is coming to mind, but that may not be right. But yeah, it was a female football team, and each one of them got a story. And I want to say it may have been like 3 to 5 books in this series, and I read it like back to back to back. But it was amazing reading. And so now y'all know I gotta go do my research because that's gonna bother me. I'm like, what is that series that I read? And that just so attracted me. I mean, they were super cool. And of course, it was romance. So they each found like their, So that was like a twist on it. And then I think I remember reading another good one that I read. It was a sports romance, but it was tennis. So I thought that one was pretty cool. Is there one that you guys have read that's usually, it may not be one that's the norm all the time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
give me some ideas.
I have one. Yeah.
And when I found that series, I'm gonna email both of you guys because, like I said, now that's on the back of my mind to say, what was that series that was just like amazing? I'm gonna give you the title of it and the author because that's gonna bother me.
So did the women all play for the same team?
Yeah, they were on the same team. Yeah,
and
they
then
were
the
on the
heroes were related somehow to the team.
Some of them, one, if I remember, one of the heroes, she felt like her father owned a gym, and she felt like he was trying to take over the gym. And then one of the guys, I want to say he either was like a radio show, he had like a radio show or something like that. And then one of the players ended up being on the show. And of course, they had banter. Right. And then of course they liked when the two of them together. So they kind of had to work together. Now mind you, this is about 7 years. So I'm trying to think of like each one. But yeah, they each kind of had like their unique story or what have you.
That's
and
very
so
cool.
Karen, tell us a little bit about your next Harlequin book that you have coming out.
Oh, I have a copy right here.
Oh.
It's How to Fake a Wedding Date.
Ooh.
The final book in a trilogy I've been doing called The Little Black Book of Secrets, which is about an anonymous social media account.
Okay.
That's basically wreaking havoc in the lives of my heroines. So yeah, this one is a older brother's best friend and actually older brother's business partner romance with fake dating, a wedding, only one bed, like every trope you could possibly imagine. I have this amazing curvy heroine who she's only a runaway bride in that, well, she's a runaway bride. She had a $1 million wedding that she's a socialite. $1 million wedding that she canceled the day before.
Oh.
Oh wow.
And,
yeah, I think we both was like, whoo.
Right. And so because of that, no guys will even look at her because she's been in all the tabloids and everything. And so they gave her all these terrible nicknames like $1 Million Meltdown. And
Oh my.
anyway, so no guys will go anywhere near her because they're just terrified that they're going to be next, basically.
Wow.
But her
Wow.
best friend is getting married, and she's like, I can't go to this other socialite's wedding and not have a date, or else I'm going to be the laughing stock of.
So it's almost like a twist on Runaway Bride. If you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is kind of a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of
It's
my
fun.
favorite
It's a very fun. It's a very fun book, and there's the 3 heroines through the series are very close to each other, and there's a lot of scenes with just the 3 of them, which I like writing. Those strong female relationships.
I love that. And boys and girls, you actually have an opportunity. Karen is giving away a signed paperback copy of How to Fake a Wedding Date. And Karen, that cover is just stunning.
I know, it really is gorgeous.
As well. And guys, if you would put in the comment section, fake wedding date. So fake wedding date for an opportunity to win a signed paperback copy. And of course, we'll be going back and we will be selecting a winner of a signed paperback copy of that as well. Karen, can you share with us, how they can get a copy? And of course, it doesn't come out until it's next month, I think.
It comes out June 27th, I want to say.
Okay, it comes out June 27th.
Last Tuesday of June.
And also, if you can tell us, they can pre-order, tell them how they can do that and how they can stay connected with you.
Okay, well, all of the, just like all Harlequin books, it's available everywhere to pre-order. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Apple Books. You might actually be able to get it from the Harlequin.com website. You might be able to get it now. Maybe not the ebook, but the paperback, only because they usually have it a little early.
Okay.
But otherwise you can definitely pre-order from them too. And then, my website is karenbooth.net, and that's got all my links for Facebook and Instagram and all of that. And also it has buy links on every, books page. So people can find the links that way too.
I love that. And boys and girls, if you don't know, Karen has an indie project that released on yesterday. It's a widow thing. Karen, real quick, if you could tell them a little bit about that, and they can actually get that like today.
Yeah, I have a copy of that too. Another plus size heroine in a purple dress. This is the last book in the series called Never Too Late, and all the heroines are 40 and over. And this is basically about a woman who was widowed at 40 after only 2 years of marriage, and coming out of that and trying to figure out what's the rest of her life going to look like, because she thought it was going to be one way and it's something completely different. And, she's a fairly serious person, and the hero is a fairly not serious person, but he's deciding, he's 45, he's deciding he needs to get serious, but she's of course not ready for that yet. And so we have a lot of like push and pull. There's a lot of really good banter in this book, and it's fun.
It sounds amazing.
I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know, right? And I love the fact that their representation of the curvy women on both of those covers as well. I love both of those covers.
So, because you don't get to hear that very often.
Right. Yes. Right. Yes. It's seasoned mature characters.
No, and I mean, it's like I'm 53. I don't, I have I do write younger characters, but it's hard. I would rather write someone who's closer to my own age. So I do write definitely some older characters.
I love that. And Karen, before you leave, thank you so much for hanging out with us. How can they stay connected with you?
It's over already. Happy release day, Yahrah. I hope that tonight is amazing and all of that. I can't wait. As soon as I go to bed, I'm opening that book.
Thanks for joining.
I love that.
Buy it, people. Go buy it.
Yes, again, between friends. And Karen, before you leave, how can they stay connected with you?
Oh, again, it's just karenbooth.net. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I do Twitter a little, but Facebook and Instagram is really the best place to find me. I'm not brave enough to do TikTok. I don't know why.
We know.
But I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too afraid of another time suck.
I get you.
I love that, but it's okay, Karen. Other than that, you're on Facebook, guys. She's on Instagram. She'll hang out with you there as well. And you can go to her website, sign up for her newsletter as well there. Yes. Karen, it has been amazing hanging out with you. Boys and girls, don't forget, for a chance to win a signed paperback copy of How to Fake a Wedding Date. If you will put fake wedding date in the comment section, and one person will be selected for that. Thank you so much, Karen, for stopping by.
Thank you. Bye. It was so good to see you. Bye.
I love that. And Yahrah, we're actually going to do a little break, you and I, because guys, if you don't know, of course, it is release day, A Game Between Friends by Yahrah St. God, we are super duper excited about Xavier's story. And guys, you have an opportunity to get a signed paperback copy of A Game Between Friends. So, boys and girls, if you would put in the comment section a tailgate party, we will be selecting one person to win a copy of A Game Between Friends, and it's a signed copy, so that's pretty special with that as well. Yes. So Yahrah, okay, I have some more questions. We got to talk a little bit about this. Yes, if you had to describe Xavier, how would you describe my buddy?
Well, when I was imagining him, if you ever watch Chicago PD, there's this guy, I think it's Lawrence Hawkins or something like that, Royce Hawkins. And, I just imagine really, tall, broad-shouldered, that's where, the kind of beard kind of thing came on. And just, but not too, but beefy, but not too we're not talking about the refrigerator or anything, or the fridge or whatever he was called back in the day. But yeah, I just, caramel skin, full lips, just real a man's man. That's
okay.
That's how I picture him. And that guy from Chicago PD just did it for me. And I was like, oh, he is totally Xavier in my mind. Because whenever I'm writing a character, I always kind of pick someone. It could be an actor, a singer, a model, someone, your inspiration. You need some inspiration, and he was my inspiration.
I love that. And guys, speaking of inspiration, okay, this next author that is coming to hang out with us at the tailgate party, oh my goodness, from amazing covers to amazing reads and all that good stuff, guys, I bring to you LaQuette, and the crowd goes wild. Hey, LaQuette.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome to the tailgate party, my friend.
Thank you for having me, and congratulations, Yahrah, on a wonderful release. I mean, that cover, when you put it up on Facebook, I said I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that cover. I really wasn't ready. It is delicious.
Thank you. I loved it. I've been loving your covers. They have been.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Hi, Sharon. Thank you.
Yes,
I have been blessed
with some love as well. And so, LaQuette, if you can share with us, what are you rocking today? I'm rocking the Carolina Panthers, and Yahrah has her jersey on as well. What are you rocking today?
I must tell you, I am not a sports ball person. I don't know anything.
Well, I should say, if that's the case, what you rocking to the tailgate party? How about that?
So what I'm rocking is my signature Torrid tee that says coffee in one hand, courage in the other.
All right.
I like. Okay. Nice. I love that. And so, can you share with us a little bit? Of course, we're having fun talking about the tailgate party, or what have you. But okay, if you are at a game or you're watching it on TV or what have you, especially if it's like football or basketball, what have you, are you a halftime show fan?
I will say that I go for the halftime shows. Like, I don't watch the Super Bowl. I wait until it's halftime to come in and watch the performance, and then I leave when it's done.
Well, this
everyone else.
last halftime was awesome. It was for
It
us.
was. It was a 90s kid's dream. Like if you grew up in the 90s, it was for you.
And I think for this one, yeah, I think everybody was waiting on the halftime show. It was like, okay, what's going on with it? We got how many more minutes for the halftime show? And
Exactly.
I think, a lot of us, we were jamming and dancing and reminiscing.
Exactly. It was for us. They brought that on for us. So I was very pleased to see it.
I love that. I love that. What about you, Yahrah? Are you a halftime person? Are you there for the halftime show?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I watch my one game a year, and last year I was not impressed. I'm sorry. The weekend, I only liked Earned It, So I was like, and it was just kind of bizarre.
They don't make them like they used to make them anymore. Those R&B crooners, like they used to beg more.
Diana Ross Singing in the Rain, or you want something good, and so
hey,
I really appreciate
Caitlin,
the last one.
coffee all day, every day. I can't function without it.
Yes. And so, LaQuette, share with us a little bit, because you had a new release to come out as well. One Night Expectations. Can you share with us a little bit about that?
One Night Expectations is a one night stand that gets turned into a marriage when they discover that they're pregnant after the one night stand. And and so she doesn't want to get married. He has to get married because he's a mayoral candidate, and he's in the middle of a campaign. And so him having a child with someone that he barely knows, if that becomes public, he could lose his run for the seat.
Right.
So he coerces her a number of times in a number of ways to marry him. And this book is really this whole series is all about power dynamics, about pushing boundaries, and showing that both people can be strong in the relationship and still vulnerable to one another. So I definitely enjoy Lennox and Amara, because Amara gives as good as she gets, and Lennox is a bit entertained by that. I mean, she gets on his nerves, but somewhere down there, he's a little bit entertained by, all of her spice.
I love that. I love that. And also, guys, if you haven't seen that cover, LaQuette, I don't know if you have one near or what have you, but that is also, oh my goodness, a stunning cover. Guys, take a look at that if you can see it.
I love this. I mean, I love all my covers from Harlequin, but when I saw this in my inbox, I gasped. I don't even like orange, and her dress is orange, but it is phenomenal. It's so gorgeous on her. I could find nothing bad to say about the cover.
Nothing. And guys,
that's what I felt about it.
And LaQuette, they have those covers that you don't even know what the book is about. You just see the cover, you're like, okay, I'm one click and I'm in.
You know how many books I own simply because I was on the Harlequin site, which I really shouldn't be. I should be banned from that site. I should not be allowed to cruise that site by myself. But it literally is just page after page of gorgeous covers. And I'm a sucker. Hi, Louise. Thank you. I'm going to mispronounce your name, so I apologize. I think it was Kitwanda, if I'm not mistaken. And thank you. I appreciate you.
Spicy situationships. I like it.
Yes. And let's see. You can sell a lot of books with the cover. Yes, you can.
You sure can, LaShawn.
I know. It was one day I was on Instagram and I one click. I said, you know what? Okay, I'm getting off of Instagram because I go buy one more book. So I was out out there, you sell some books on Instagram because you do. Let me just tell you, because sometimes I'm on there and because people are recommending, and then but yeah, that particular day I said, okay, I'm getting off Instagram because I done bought about 5 books. Okay.
But my problem is I read digital because I got over 40 eyes, and it's
Okay.
digital is the only way I can read right now.
Uh-huh.
But I have to I also go back and buy the print because I especially with all of these diverse covers, all this luscious diversity that we're getting
Yeah.
on our covers now. Like we couldn't find these on the shelf before. And
Yeah.
then when I see them, I'm like, okay, I know I already bought the digital, but I still gotta buy this one because I need this one in my house. I need people to see this when they walk in and see this
Yeah.
shelf.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this question is for both you and Yahrah. Of course, we are celebrating release day for Yahrah on today. What is something that you usually do on release day to celebrate? I know it's usually probably a busy day for you, but what is something special that you do on that day?
Usually we get some sort of takeout, probably pizza, because that's what the kids like. But honestly, I try to sleep if I can,
Okay.
or at least have some time to myself because it can get a little hectic. And having to try to do that and be mom to small people, it doesn't always work out well. So I'm really
Okay.
fortunate that my husband is so supportive. And so he usually will take the kids and sort of manage them so I can have a woosah moment.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Yahrah? What do you usually do on release day to help celebrate a book birthday?
I don't. It's interesting. I don't have any main thing I've done specifically. I'm usually just trying to, make sure I get the word out and that I'm responding to everyone.
Okay.
Even if it's just a thank you, because a lot of people are saying happy release day, and I try to get to everyone because just those
Mhm.
little touches are important. So if anything, if
Yes.
you've seen me say thank you today, I probably said it a lot, but I try to get out a personal touch to each person who took the time to recognize me and say something. So that's usually one of the things that I do try to do is make sure that I reach out.
Mhm.
Yes. I love that. I love that. And guys, for LaQuette, you are going to get a signed paperback copy of One Night Expectations. So, boys and girls, if you will put in the comment section expectations, that's it, just expectations, then one individual will be selected to get a signed copy of One Night Expectations. And so, LaQuette, I guess like the other individuals too, of course, it's available where books are sold. But can you share with them how can they stay connected with you, my friend, and what you have coming up next?
Sure. They can reach out to me at laquette@laquette.com. That's where you'll find all of my social media. Always my email, always to connect with me. That's laquette.com is my website. And my email is laquette@laquette.com. I have my next book coming out is
Dun, dun, dun. Bam. Okay, first of all, we already done talked about them covers. LaQuette. That is a wow factor of a cover, my friend. And you
I
can't
absolutely
just put
adore
that
this
cover up
cover.
there. But Yahrah, you can't just put that cover up there without giving us a little
Yeah,
snippet
like,
of
give us
what
a
that book is
snippet. We
about.
gotta know. Give us the gist.
Vanessa
Yeah.
Jared's Got a Man is a book about a 40-something-year-old woman who is a divorcee, and she's basically trying to get her life back, trying to find who she is again after being someone's wife for 20 years. So, and in that process, unfortunately, as much as she tries to get away from her ex, this new man comes into her life who has a very weird connection to her ex, and he sort of needs her to figure out that situation. And she helps, but at the same time, while she's helping, she's also kind of falling in love with the new guy. So it's cute. It's a bunch of girlfriends hanging out together, supporting each other, getting through the rough times together, and guy friends too. I love writing ensemble casts, and it's really fun. It's a really it covers some heavy topics like divorce and emotional abuse, but at the center of it, it's all about joy. And I try to write books that celebrate joy because I just feel like We don't have enough of that in the world today. And so every opportunity I get, I want to write about some gorgeous Black people just having fun and enjoying life.
It
I
sounds
love that.
intriguing. Definitely want to pick it up.
Yes,
Comes out
yes.
September
LaQuette,
20th.
it
So
has been
please go pre-order.
amazing.
Yes.
Yes, so pre-order, boys and girls. Thank you so much, LaQuette, for hanging out with us at the tailgate party. Boys and girls, it is a
Absolutely.
game between friends. LaQuette stopped by to hang out and to celebrate with us, guys. Follow her on social media. Pre-order. Vanessa Jerry's got a man. If you haven't gotten One Night Expectations, that is available now. So go get you a copy of that. Of course, for all of the individuals that are hanging out with us, guys, make sure once you read them, leave a review. I know each one of them will be so appreciative. Same thing for Yahrah's
Please
books
do.
as well. So thank you, LaQuette, and we'll see you next time, my
Thank you for
friend.
having me. Congrats, Yara.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
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 Yara, I am our guest. I mean, we are having a blast on today. Readers out there. In addition to A Game Between Friends, we're giving you some other books that you can get as well. We're having fun here at the tailgate party, guys. We are talking about A Game Between Friends. This is Xavier Lockett's story. Guys, I know some of the individuals that's out there. We've been waiting for Xavier's story.
Thank you for your patience.
As well. And so, Yahrah, speaking of Xavier, how would you describe him, I guess, when it compares to his brother, because he is the baby
Right.
of the family as well. But how would you describe him as I guess not really trying to compare him or what have you, but what's like his thing?
Well, he's definitely different from Roman, who's kind of alpha and a leader and a businessman. So there's that difference, and Julian's more of the charmer, and the doctor and whatnot. But no, I felt like Xavier was kind of really down to earth and relatable. And even though he is a former quarterback, but he's found his way through. He's doing charity work. He's and then finding his way, and being a sportscaster and figuring things out. So yeah, I think he's just super relatable, and people can see themselves in him.
I love that. I love that. And speaking of this particular series or what have you, Yahrah, did you do like a storyboard or a Pinterest board? What did you do to? Because I mean, guys, this is like a whole family. They have a whole town. I mean, of course, they're in Atlanta, but they have a whole football franchise. All of this stuff. What did you do to kind of get it all in order?
I definitely have Pinterest boards for each book. So if you want to go onto my Pinterest at Yahrah St. John, you'll see a Pinterest board for each book. There's a playlist. Even if you go on my website, there's a playlist for each book. I love R&B music, so each story will have a little bit of R&B and maybe a little bit of country in there too. But yeah. So and then I did a lot of research.
Okay.
You said you love the Dallas Cowboys. Well, they were my inspiration. As far as like just kind of their back of the house. And I read up a lot on the Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah. And I was
Yahrah, did I tell you when I was growing up, I was gonna be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader girl. I was. That was people was like, what you gonna be when you grow up? I was like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. I mean, of course, I phased out of that. But girl, because I cheered in high school and stuff like that. Girl, you couldn't tell me I was not gonna be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
I can see it though. You're just so vivacious. Yeah, it would totally.
That is neat. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that was, one of the inspirations.
Oh yeah, I tell you, like just looking, because he's got his son. He's the general manager, and then he's got his son. His daughter's in marketing. So yeah, so I kind of got some inspiration from reading.
Yes. Okay, I love that. And Yahrah, one thing that I want to ask you before we bring up our next author friend on tonight, What would be the theme song for a game between friends? Because of course, guys, Yahrah is like her playlists are like amazing or what have you. Would you have a theme song for this particular one or a song
Ooh,
from the
that was a
playlist
good
that
question.
you thought about the most?
Okay. I might have to get back to you on that. The theme song. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back.
Okay, and while you think about that, Yahrah, can you tell them where they can get the where they can listen to the playlist?
Oh yes,
Where
you go on my website. It's YAHRAHSTJOHN.com, and just click on books,
Okay.
and it'll bring up all my book lists, and you'll see if you click on each individual book, it's got the book, it's got the playlist, it's got the Pinterest board, and a book trailer. So it's got it all.
I love that. I love it. And guys, let me just tell you, Yahrah's open too, because I've been known to like after I finish reading, I'm like, okay, Yahrah, we adding this to the playlist. We adding this to the playlist. Or what have you too. And speaking of playlists, this next individual, she has an amazing playlist too. When it comes to her books, there she is, Reese Ryan, hanging out with us, guys.
Hey
Reese,
there!
welcome to the tailgate party.
Happy release, Yahrah. I got my book right here. I love the covers so much. Your covers have been great. Your covers have been amazing.
It's really been knocking it off.
The back cover copy, just like it pulls you in like right away. Like I gotta read this book. I love it.
I love that. And Reese, what are you rocking today to the tailgate party, my friend?
All right, so I am wearing my Cleveland Cavaliers. I know this is, probably y'all thinking more football, but I'm a basketball girl. It's my first love. So my Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm wearing my shirt for them. So we ain't making it into the playoffs. We made it into the play-in, but not the playoffs. So I'm a little sad, but okay, that's all right because we're doing a lot better than we were doing in the past year. So that is my team.
I love that. I love that. Guys, if you are just joining us, it is the tailgate party. We are celebrating a game between friends, boys and girls, and Yahrah and her friends. They're hanging out with her to help her celebrate today. Guys, we got our tailgate attire on, all of that good stuff. And so, Reese, I want to find out from you, because, we're at the tailgate party, and we asked some of the other authors this as well. What are you bringing to the tailgate party? What are you bringing?
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I love food so much, but most of the stuff I love is like so messy.
Okay.
Like bringing the greens and the peach cobbler and all that good stuff.
So you're bringing the spread.
My husband is more like brats and stuff like that, but I just like I'm not a huge fan of that stuff.
Okay.
So. I don't like anything messy. Like I'm even lazy when I eat. I don't want anything messy. I don't want anything that causes a lot of work, like crab legs. You know what I'm saying?
I sit stiff. Yes, I agree.
I would be a lot slimmer, but because I just don't want to be bothered with any of that. So, so I don't know.
I love that.
I'm more like a snack.
So nothing messy. So whatever Reese is bringing, it ain't gonna be messy. But see, and then Reese, I share with them. I'm gonna have like my own personal. I'm gonna have some gummy worms somewhere. I know that's probably not in everybody else's spread, but I'm gonna have some somewhere.
Yeah, I'm bringing the potato salad, so I'm with you on the soul food element.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
now,
eating all that stuff. I just don't want nothing messy. Hey, Louise. Hey, Kaylin.
I love it. And because both of you guys, of course, you have amazing playlists as well. So Reese, from your big monster truck, okay, what is the music? What can be heard blaring from the soundtrack? What are we listening to?
Okay, so I was in the F-150 because Angela knows I drive one, not well, but it's a huge platinum F-150.
Wow!
But what I'm rocking in it right now is Lucky Day's last album, Candy Drip. I am loving that album, and I am playing it over and over again. And it just displaced recently. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak's the Silk Sonic, A Night with Silk Sonic. I just played it again the other day, but those two right now are everything.
Okay. Yahrah, what are you blaring? What is the music of choice at the tailgate party?
See, I'm such a love song Happy birthday. I recently saw Kim in concert, and he has
Oh,
this
Yara,
song.
I
It's
would have
Stuck
loved
on
to. I
You.
love you, Kim.
It's
Oh,
He's so
it's Stuck
good.
on
He's so
You,
good in concert.
and I heard it in person. I heard it live. So now that's my new favorite song is, Stuck on You.
Yeah, he's great in concert.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I
wow,
love him.
yeah.
I got to see him twice, and he was amazing both times. So good, so
Yeah, I
good.
was him and
Yes.
Babyface, and they put on such a great concert. And I didn't realize just how many people Babyface produced until he did a medley of like 50 songs.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
He
yes.
he stopped, and I'm sure there was way more.
I love that. I love that. And Reese, your last book was the Bad Boy Experience. Can you tell us a little bit about the Bad Boy Experience?
So the Bad Boy
Which is
Experiment
also,
is
like
about.
Yahrah, is also the last book, in the Bourbon Brothers series that, we just don't miss.
It is the
Tell us
last
a little
plan.
bit
It
about
is the last planned book in the Bourbon Brothers series.
Oh, plan. That means there could be another one.
Look, Yahrah, are we
And
getting
let
a
me
little
tell y'all
nosy?
right now why it's the last planned book. Because it was the last book in the series. I had Miss Brenda Jackson on my podcast show, and she was talking, and she's like, "Yeah, you never end a series ever." And I was like, "I'm gonna figure out a way to extend."
Look, the boys and girls who love the Bourbon Brothers series, that just might, you never know. There might be some cousins and, all that good. And same thing for Yahrah, there may be, yeah. So we won't give up hope.
That's right. That's right. So that book is Cole's book, The Baby Boy of the Family, who was became a fan favorite, and it's about two former high school crushes who end up vying for the same real estate owned by her grandfather, and the grandfather kind of makes them become next door neighbors in order to decide who's going to get the property. And of course, shenanigans ensue. But I just love them, and I love her. She has a son who is autistic, and he's nonverbal, and he's a big character in the book too. And I just love that story so much. But we won't be seeing. That's not the last we will be seeing of the Abbotts, because I just turned in the first book to the next series, Valentine Vineyard series, and it is a fully integrated spinoff of the Bourbon Brothers. So we will be seeing the Abbotts a lot more.
I love it, guys. You just got some tea. Oh my goodness, you just got some tea. We're super duper excited about that. And congratulations, Reese, for turning that in as well. And boys and girls, Reese is giving away it's the Bad Boy Experience. She's giving away a prize pack with a signed copy of the book, a bonus duo book, and then Bourbon Brothers series swag and other goodies. And God, let me just tell you, if you have seen any of the swag or people have been posting pictures,
there's so many goodies in this pack. Let me tell you. And this double book I'm sending you is the Perfect Date by Naima Simone, and then the Bad Boy Experiment, as well as all kind of stuff like a leather laureate, earrings, a shot glass from real life Bourbon Brothers, the Brothers, who are the first Black family to open a distillery in Kentucky. So they actually sent shot glasses, and so you will be whoever wins the prize pack will be getting the shot glass and some other goodies from them, as well as the commemorative booklet of the Bourbon Brothers series that has like stories about each book, and it has like recipes and the drink recipes from each book, food and drink recipes from each book, and all that good stuff. So they're gonna get all of that plus bookmarks and all those goodies. So
I love that,
my girl.
So, boys and girls, to be eligible, if you will put in Bourbon Brothers, if you will put Bourbon Brothers in the comment section, one person will be the winner of that amazing prize pack. And Reese, the other day, if you guys have read this series, y'all know that Cole, he likes these sarcastic like t-shirts or what have you. And so Reese, the other day, I had on a t-shirt that said, "Of course I talk to myself. Sometimes I need expert advice." And I immediately I was like, Cole would totally wear that t-shirt. I tagged you, but you may didn't see it. I tagged you the other day because I was totally giving Cole vibes for that one.
I didn't see the tag, but yes, Cole would totally wear that shirt.
Yes,
and so would I.
Yes. I love that. So Reese, if you get tell us, how can they stay connected with you, my friend?
You can connect with me at reeseryan.com. That's REES as in Sam, ERYAN.com. And you'll find me there and all the other places that I am, like Twitter and Instagram, as well as my YouTube show, which will be starting up again next month after a very long hiatus. So, yeah, you can find me in all those places if you go to reeseryan.com.
I love that. And guys, the Bad Boy Experience, it is available now. So you can go and get that as well. In any of Reese's backlist, you can get those books as well. Reese, and thank you for hanging out with us, my friend. At
Thank
the
you, and
tailgate party.
congratulations again. You are such an asset to the Desire line. So I'm so excited that you're there and just absolutely killing it. And you are like quite everybody else who's joined the line in the last few years. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Loving it. Love it. I get so excited when I go on Walmart and stuff and see y'all books on the shelf. For real, I'm like a total fangirl and so excited. I'm like, that's my friend.
The diversity that we have now.
That is, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you said that. Like if I'm in a Walmart or Barnes and Noble, anywhere. And again, I feel like whenever I go into the bookstores or what have you, and I see you guys, I feel like it's just a date with my friends. I get to like hang out with my friends. You know, it's so cool to do that. Like, oh, I know that person. I know that person.
You know. Selfies always.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful feeling. Well, thank you, Reese, so much. We definitely appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Guys, don't forget, put in Bourbon Brothers if you want an opportunity to win that amazing prize pack. Put Bourbon Brothers in the comments and we will be announcing who the winners of these amazing prizes are. Thanks, Reese.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye, Reese.
Bye.
Well, the theme song.
Is so amazing.
I thought of the theme song.
Oh, so you got the theme song. Okay.
Playlist and You Are My Lady. It's very old school, you know, but
okay.
You know.
Now, okay, wait a minute. Is that You Are My Lady? The Freddie Jackson You Are My Lady?
Freddie Jackson You Are My Lady. Yes. Old school. I told you, I'm all about R&B.
Yes.
But he wants her to, in the book, choose him, show the world that, he's the man, but in his mind, she's his woman. So
yes. I am loving that. Yahrah, I'm gonna have to go look up You Are My Lady. See, that song gonna be in my man. That's the song right there.
That little groove.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Guys, I told you, Yahrah have amazing playlists. So go to her website, check out the playlist. Matter of fact, check out the playlist for all of the series, all the books in the series as well. Of course, check out the playlist for A Game Between Friends. And like I said, Yahrah is open. So if you're reading it and you think of another song, hey, inbox it, send it to her, to add it to the playlist as well. So Yahrah, thank you for sharing the theme song. You are my lady. Okay, I'm on the rights to it, so I better stop singing that. Okay, Yahrah, we have another amazing individual that is hanging out with us as well. Guys, I'm super duper excited to bring her up. Okay, are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here she goes, boys and girls.
Hi, ladies.
How are you?
Congratulations, Yahrah, on the new release. It looks absolutely lovely and amazing as always.
Thank you, Nina. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And thanks
I love it. And you are looking gorgeous, my friend. I'm checking out those earrings. Yes. In addition to that, what are you rocking at the tailgate party today?
Well, I am rocking this lovely shirt that my husband gave me a long time ago, New York.
Okay,
that's where he's from.
All right.
So definitely have to represent.
We hadn't had baseball yet. So.
You haven't? Oh,
yeah.
No. Baseball. So
yeah, we had
basketball, with football, hockey. Some people like hockey. Yeah.
Okay. So it's appropriate. I'm batting cleanup, so it's appropriate.
Yes. Now, Nina, do you enjoy going to live baseball games? I don't know about anybody else, but I had my experience. Baseball is like track. It is long.
It definitely is.
But it's long.
It definitely is. I mean, I grew up with brothers who played baseball. They coached baseball. I mean, they ate, slept, drank baseball. So growing up, I
Okay.
went to definitely my share of baseball games of every type. And then where I lived, we had a AA team as well. So got to spend some
Nice.
time, looking at some semi-pro ball players as well growing up. So yeah, baseball definitely a huge part of my life.
I like that. That is nice. Okay, so by that being, an important part of your life, share with us. We've been asking around. Okay, what you bringing to the tailgate party? What you bringing to eat?
What am I bringing to eat? Oh gosh, that should be
Latina, you gotta do your part.
I know it should be an easy question. Particularly, I just had a brandy tasting this weekend with lots of food, so I would probably bring some things from that. We had a really good smoked chicken, and we had some bourbon glazed salmon. So between the chicken and the bourbon glazed salmon, that's what I'm bringing, and a cocktail. So, my signature little cocktail here, I'll bring that as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my
tell us about this
contribution.
signature cocktail.
How was the brandy tasting? I'm curious about it.
It was amazing.
Look, she gonna hit us with these headliners and then we're like, wait, go back.
Go back. Well, it was amazing. We had 3 other couples, so there was 8 of us total. We had 5 different brandies. So what I did is I displayed the brandy bottles at the beginning of the event, but then we had actually put the whiskey into numbered carafes, and they didn't know what was in the carafe. So as we tasted, after I explained to them, all the characteristics of a whiskey, the ones that we were drinking, the nose, the palate, and all the different little complicated terms. I am not a whiskey aficionado, so we were just doing this for fun. So anyway,
I was going to say, I'm like, do you know whiskey like that?
I know a lot more now. Let's put it that way. But after we explained everything to them, they got to taste the whiskeys, and then they had to decide or tell us which one was in the carafe. So it was a lot of fun as we tasted. And of course, I had to feed them because everything was like 90 to 100 proof. So we definitely had to throw some food in there.
Okay.
And my husband made a signature cocktail. We couldn't decide on one, so we made 2. So he made one. I have no idea what it's called. If somebody actually knows the name of it, they can tell us. But it has apple whiskey mixed with Sprite. And then you throw a couple of maraschino cherries in it. And it is absolutely delicious. It is dangerous because it sneaks up on you. You don't taste alcohol. And the brand that we got was actually made from real apples. So it just has a wonderful clean taste. It's a really good summer drink that we're going to be, indulging in quite a bit, I would say. And then the one I made at the end of the night, I kind of softballed it a little bit and went with a whiskey float, which was some brownie ice cream. Put a little bit of honey on the top of it. You throw some ginger beer, like the good stuff, not ginger ale, but like the good Reed's ginger beer on top, along with the whiskey. And then if you want, you can put like a little whipped cream on top. And then you top it with chocolate, because chocolate is one of the things that goes well with whiskey. So,
well, Nina, I just think you just did your research, girl. You are schooling us tonight. Now, let me ask you this. I know they want to know. So, is this information in your newsletter on your website? Because they're going to want the recipes of these things.
I know. I want the recipe of that drink.
I guess so. I'm going to have to include. I haven't even put up the pictures yet on my social media, quite honestly. Got to sort through those a little bit. But yeah, definitely. I'm going to be sharing that because we just love doing that. We did a wine tasting in February. We did whiskey this time. And in a couple of months, we'll probably do a rum tasting. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to do these things.
Nice. I love that. Well, Nina, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I want you to share a little bit about it's a Cowgirl Surprise Match. Tell us a little bit about this book.
Well, the Cowgirl Surprise Match is the 3rd standalone title in the Tilbridge Stables series. And so the Tilbridge Stables is some family drama, family saga drama is what I like to call it, with some thrown in. So it features Black cowgirls and cowboys. And so it's just a lot of fun if you like kind of that soapy family saga drama. So in the Cowgirls Surprise Match, the hero and the heroine have to pretend that they are engaged as they are planning a surprise wedding. So they're trying to throw everybody off the scent in terms of who's actually getting married. So yeah, it's a fun little story. They have some background together. It's not a second chance romance per se, but the hero had a huge crush on the heroine back in the day when he was in high school. And so now that he's got his opportunity to have her in his sights, he's not backing down. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to write. And it's a nice segue into the new series, which is the Small Town Secret series. So I'm really excited about both Tilbridge Stables and Small Town Secrets. The first book in Small Town Secrets is out, which is A Chef's Kiss, that came out on the end of December, January timeframe. And then I just saw the cover. I just put out the cover for the second book in that series, which is A Designer's Secret, which I absolutely love. It's so cute. Unfortunately, I don't have the book yet. I'm waiting to get it in my hot little hands. But I'm excited about both. So if you like some small town romance on the steamy side, because I don't write sweet. So if you like it on the steamy side, the Tilbridge Stable series and Small Town Secrets, you might just want to check it out.
I love that. And boys and girls, she is giving away a signed print copy of the Cowgirl Surprise Match. And boys, look at that cover. I love it. I love it. And what you can do, boys and girls, if you would put Cowgirl Surprise, if you will put that in the comment section, one of you will receive a copy of the Cowboy Surprise Match as well. They are saying that they are going to check it out as well too. And so Nina, it has been amazing with you stopping by the tailgate party, hanging out with us, my friend.
A lot about Brandy.
I know.
I know. Go out and get your whiskey. Go out and
one class. I love it. Can you share with us? Do tell us, how can they stay connected with you?
Absolutely. You can find all of my social media handles at ninacrespo.com. My favorite place is Instagram. That's where you normally see me hanging out. And that's where you'll probably see the whiskey tasting party pictures first, quite honestly. Newsletter is also a great place to connect with me. And then on the first and third Wednesdays of the month, I'm a co-host of a show called Inside the Romance Buzz, where we talk to romance authors. So we're going to have to get Yahrah on there at some point. And we also talk to debut authors. So if you like sneak peeks, cover reveals, finding out about new books, and meeting some debut authors, Inside the Romance Buzz is the place for you.
I love that. Yes. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. Nina, thank you so much. This has been amazing. Thank you for bringing a baseball here tonight as well. We thank you for that too. Have an amazing evening. And we're looking forward to you getting your print copies of your new releases coming out as well too. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Have a good night. Mwah. Love you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yahrah, we've been having some fun tonight, and Nina gave us the 411.
I know about that brandy. I would want that recipe. I got some.
And then they got like signature drinks. Like she has a signature drink. Her hubby got a signature drink.
And we've got some Maker's Mark, so I gotta see what's up.
Yes. Boys and girls, we're almost coming to an end of what have you. Yahrah's gonna tell us a little bit more about a game between friends as well, guys. On tonight, we have one more prize pack giveaway that Yahrah is going to be giving away as well. We hope that you guys have been having an amazing time. And guys, I'll even let you do this. If you have a question, not a spoiler question, boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. But if you have a question for Yahrah, put it in the comment section as well. I just might be able to ask her one of your questions too. So this is your opportunity. If you have a question for Yahrah, put that in the comment section as well. Okay, now Yahrah, I'm not gonna ask you which one was your favorite, because I'm sure your favorite was the one you was working on at the time. So right now your favorite is A Game Between Friends, because that's the one that we are working on, and it just released on today as well. But for this particular story, what did you enjoy about create and bringing Xavier to life? Because he already was, in the other books as well, and you was kind of giving us a little bit.
Yeah.
But what did you enjoy about his story and just really bringing his character to life to let him shine?
I teased you a lot in the other 3 books, and then finally he started to come out a little bit in Holiday Playbook. But I like too that he wasn't just going to be, you might have thought he might just be his father's son, because everybody didn't like the patriarch of the family.
Okay, y'all, let me just tell you.
So you might have thought maybe he's his patsy, and I wanted to show that Xavier is his own man. And I think I showed that he wasn't gonna just, fall down and do whatever dad wants him to do. He's his own man. He's gonna stand on his own 2 feet and do what's important to him. Whether that's being a sportscaster or working at mom's, charity. So I really loved, kind of imbuing him with that sense of purpose. So that was really fun. But then, I loved Portia, just struggling and finding her place and where she fit in, and being able to stand up, for herself, because she had lost her own voice and just kind of listening to other people. And I had gotten a little bit of her story in my head from that movie. I think it's called Beyond the Lights with
yes, that's one of my favorite movies.
Really
oh my goodness.
But yeah, so I kind of thought, I think that kind of story kind of works together, and they're both kind of 2 troubled souls kind of coming together, and so I really
love that. Well, guys, get ready. Of course, like I said, the first book, I love putting them all together. I mean, oh my goodness, guys, Consequences of Passion. If you want the order, Blind Date with the Spare Air, boys and girls. Holiday Playbook, boys and girls, and now live and in color, A Game Between Friends. And I don't know about you, Yahrah, but I know myself, and maybe some other book nerdigans as well. But after I read Consequences of Passion, I can literally say that each book was I was highly anticipating.
Oh, wonderful. That's great.
Book, I was highly anticipating. Yes, boys and girls, I had a book hangover for all 3 of these. So I am highly anticipating a book hangover for A Game Between Friends as well. Yahrah, we have a few questions out there. One person is asking, let's see, this is off the Sharon Blunt, is there another genre you would like to write?
Yes, I would love to dabble in a little more of romantic suspense. And I'm working on a women's fiction kind of, not quite chick lit, but more of a women's fiction kind of story. So that's kind of my passion project that I'm working on, and hoping to go single title with that book. So working on that.
Nice.
It's hard to juggle the 2 worlds, but I try to do it.
I love that. Next question, Yahrah. Do you actually listen to music when you write?
Miss Sharon, absolutely. Miss Rowland, absolutely. I whenever I write, I've got my background music going. It's something, and when I don't, it just doesn't feel right. So yeah, and it's usually some slow jams. I know, me and the R&B music. My friends call it baby making music, but yeah, I like to have my baby making music on in the background. I'm writing romance, right?
I love that.
I usually have it on.
Great question, Sharon. Okay, we have another question, Yahrah. What authors do you read?
I read a mix. I read Brenda, I read Reese, Ryan. I love Karen Booth. I read a lot of because I like to see what some of the other authors are doing on the Desire line. So I do read that. And then lately I've been listening to memoirs. I know it's been a big thing, but
Okay.
I've been listening to memoirs. So I'm listening to Viola Davis's memoir right now. So if I can't necessarily read, I'll do Audible and listen to Audible. So memoirs are
Nice. And Sharon, I'm with you. Yes, guys. Let me just tell you, Yahrah's playlists are on point. She has some amazing playlists as well too. And Yahrah, Ruby wants to know, and this is a great question for all of us. What is next for my friend Yahrah?
Yes, I'm excited. What's next? My new cover. If you can see it, Vacation Crush is coming your way. The end of August. I think it's the last Tuesday of August. It's my first book in the Texas Cattleman series. I'm so excited, and I just love this cover. I was adamant that she had to have braids, so it's a black cowboy. So really excited for Vacation Crush. It's a series, got lots of, it's a one night stand that turns into more. She kind of reveals her feelings on a Facebook Live in front of the whole town. So, what happens from there, you'll just have to read the book to find out.
Yes, and I'm with Honey Magnolia Co. Like, grab your hands for real. I mean, first of all, the cowboy, I was there. She had me there, and then the young lady with the braids, guys. That is just a beautiful cover, Yahrah. So congratulations for that. They are giving you cover love out there as well. They're with us. They're telling you how beautiful and lovely that cover is. So congratulations for that for you as well. And so, guys, we have one more special prize pack giveaway for a game between friends for the tailgate party. And so that's how we're going to end it. I'm going to let Yahrah share with you what that giveaway is going to be.
It is going to be a $25 Amazon gift card. And I'm going to give you signed copies of all 4 books.
Oh my goodness.
For good measure, I'm going to throw in Vacation Crush.
Okay. Yahrah, oh my goodness. Okay. Can I fit in? I mean, y'all see me like all the books, but oh my goodness. Okay, boys and girls, this is like a prize pack. First of all, you're getting a $25 Amazon gift card. You're getting all 4 of the books in the series, and they're going to be autographed. And she's throwing in the new book as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for that one, I want you guys to actually, because we're going to just shout out her name. I want you to put in the title, A Game Between Friends. And that one, guys, do a hashtag. So hashtag A Game Between Friends. And you will actually be in the running for that amazing prize pack as well. Yahrah, I'm going to allow you to have the last words, but I just want to tell everybody, thank you for hanging out with us at the tailgate party. It was a release day celebration. I am super duper excited about A Game Between Friends, guys. As I said, I have been invested in this series since the beginning. Yahrah, it's been amazing hanging out with you and celebrating A Game Between Friends as well. What do you want to share with the people about A Game Between Friends and this release, and for them to go out and get it?
No, I'm just thankful for everyone taking time out of their busy days and lives and schedule, take some time to spend with me and all my author friends. I'm very excited for the release of A Game Between Friends, the final book in the Locket of Tuxedo Park series. It's kind of bittersweet to have it come to an end, but I guess as Reese and Brenda have said, you never know. You think it's the end, but maybe it's not. So we'll have to see. But I know you'll enjoy Xavier's story. There's lots of romance, there's lots of drama and passion, and it's what I do best, and I definitely think you'll enjoy it. And if you want to follow, I guess I'll start it where you can find me. You can find me on yahrahstjohn.com. That's YAHRAHSTJOHN.com. I'm on Facebook and Instagram primarily. A dabble in Twitter and TikTok. But I also want to thank all of my author friends for, coming to the release day tailgate party. Cynthia, Laquette, Nina, Karen, Reese, Nina. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Congrats to all of you on your releases. And yeah.
I love that, guys. Again, thank you so much, as Yahrah has stated, for hanging out with us for the tailgate party. It has been amazing. Yahrah, thank you. Thank Honey Magnolia Co. Again. What an honor to be able to host the release of a game between friends. Oh my goodness, guys. I have had a ball. I hope all of you have had a ball as well. And guys, of course, you know what I'm going to say. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend that A Game Between Friends is available where books are sold, ebook and paperback. So whatever suits your fancy, go out, get you a copy, buy a copy for a friend as well, and make sure you leave a review. I know that Yahrah is going to be so appreciative. Guys, that's our time. Thank you for hanging out at the tailgate party. I'm telling you, listen to the playlist, enjoy that as well. Reach out to Yahrah, inbox her, give her feedback, all of that good stuff as well.
Love to hear from you.
Guys, it has been amazing. And until next time, we'll see you again. So read a good book, read A Game Between Friends as well. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. See you later.
Bye.